Right.
I was like, yeah, I missed half of the live.
Oh man, I'm out of coffee.
You said
I should have made a bigger cup. That's what I should have done.
To your cup.
But I should have made a bigger cup.
So what is your brand of coffee that you like?
It's called. I found this in the store, and it was inexpensive.
What?
I really don't. It's like whatever I'm in the mood for, and then I'll grab it. Right now I'm on a Folgers dark kick right now, so I've been drinking that. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Y'all would be like, what is wrong with her? Like, why is she running in circles? Can't do caffeine.
Oh, hi everybody.
Hi guys.
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
Nothing much and everything.
Nothing much and everything. I like that response.
And all about it.
Yep.
All about it.
All about it.
All about that nothing.
Yep. I'm all up in it too.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
I love this.
I gotta add something. I'm here for it. I'm here for the nothing.
There you
You're
go.
here for the nothing?
Yep. For the absolute nothing.
I think that's why we have. I think that's why we have viewers. I think the viewers are here for that too.
Oh yeah.
I think so. You know what? We're
here for the nothing. Thanks.
We're here, and we're here to please. We are here to
I'm going to
please.
start saying that instead of having conversations that matter. Just if you're here for the nothing, turn in.
We got you covered.
Wow. Wow.
We're like Channel 9. We're on your side.
Oh,
exactly.
I thought you were going to say there was nothing on their channel. Okay. All right.
Oh, no, I love Channel 9.
Yeah, Channel 9 is like the homegrown town news. You know what I'm saying? You always look out for us.
I love it.
Yeah.
I watch them I watch them in the morning, every morning before I go to work.
Don't they still have original broadcasters, or are they gone? Okay, so yeah, they like the granddaddies. They've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Channel 19 is the millennial.
Channel 9.
The ratchet. We got new people every 2 weeks.
Not new people every 2 weeks though. Golly, is it that bad?
Well, I mean, I forgot. Oh, isn't it bad? I watch them every morning, and I never pay attention to any of their names. So there's like one lady who reads the news. There's weather lady, and then there's traffic lady. Traffic lady changed. This new traffic lady, I think she came on like last fall. But she's really good. But I felt really bad for traffic lady because during COVID, during the big quarantine, when everybody was shut down, it's like there's some traffic. And I was always like, oh, that's sad.
She has no work. Oh my God, Chris, you are ridiculous.
That's horrible.
No, she wasn't. No, there were mornings she wasn't even there because like, well, there's not even anybody on the interstate, which I can vouch.
Let's hope it was paid leave.
I can vouch for that because I was on the interstate and there wasn't anybody on there.
Oh my God.
I felt bad. But now, she's back now, so that's nice. The morning weather woman is still broadcasting from home, I noticed. Yeah. So not everybody's broadcasting in studio yet.
I wouldn't be. Like Zoom.
It seems in a studio like that, it would seem a bit close to everybody. To a whole team of everybody.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Yep. Practice social distancing. So today,
get it for yourself.
Yep. So tonight we're going to talk about Kanye West running for Prez. We have also is wearing a mask a trigger. People are quickly also getting fired for racism.
They sure are.
Yeah. Double check your juice lids for COVID. Stay tuned for that. That's a little ratchetness there, in case for people who would like a little ratchetness. And then should our schools reopen in the midst of COVID-19? So let's just start off with this whole Kanye West thing. What's up with Kanye West?
I'm gonna just say this, and then I'm gonna listen because I know Chris is gonna be like, he's so informed. He put me up on something last night, so I was with Kanye when he came out with the gospel record. Like, all right, you he had conversion, change your heart. And I'm like, all right, Kanye, I'm a fool with you. And then he says he's running for president. And I already know that he's a Trump supporter. So now I'm divided. I am a house divided. I don't even know that I can, support Kanye because you roll with that one guy. So it's just like, for me, I mean, like, the last thing that we need is a publicity stunt in front of, in the midst of everything else that's going on. Chris told me last night that it's too late for him to put his hat in the ring, so to speak. So it's just like, what is this all about? Like, what's the point? And then what is your agenda, sir? What are you going to, what's your plan? I think that, just stick with the, what was it? What is it? What was his conversion called?
His what?
Sundays. What was it called?
Sunday service?
Yeah, just do that. Just keep doing that. Do that from the ranch. Everybody said now, do that. I'm gonna rock with you on that. But running for president, I don't. Why?
I mean, but he said this before. I mean, he already stated that he wanted to become president one day. Why? So it's nothing new.
Why?
We have to wait to find out because it's all about policies. I mean, with every person.
No, I'm actually going to stop you right there. He doesn't have a policy. I don't know if you guys remember. I said this a couple of episodes ago when we were talking about, do we think that Trump's going to win again? And my comeback to that was, as long as people don't throw away their vote, then he can't win. But if somebody steps in, and if Trump's people get smart and they have somebody step in, then they can off balance. People can do a throwaway vote, and enough people do that, that takes away the independents that would have voted for Biden. And so if they have any question at all, now they're not going to vote for him. Now Trump makes it. This is how politics works, and this is their game. Trump is so low in the polls right now, and I know that people were saying that almost 4 years ago when Hillary was running against him. Well, they hadn't seen low until they've seen now. He's got a lot of points against him right now. Not a whole lot of people are very happy with our president right now, and with absolutely excellent, perfectly great, reasonable, common sense reasons. And because of that, you need a strategy. And if you can pull away the independents, there should lie your strategy. And if you can give those independents any kind of pause to sway towards your side, like if you get enough independents that say, Kanye makes a lot of sense. I don't know. He is a Trump supporter. Guess what just happened? So what I said 2 episodes ago is coming true.
If Kanye,
well, here's the thing. If I can interject real quick,
sure,
is that Kanye West is no longer a Trump supporter. As of last week, as of last week, he has come out and he has said, I no longer support Trump. He's not being part of the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, so he is running independent.
No, you actually have to tell everybody what party he says he is with.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how much truth there is to this statement.
You have to give it the name.
I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you the name of the party he said that he's getting ready to launch.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's called. You guys are gonna flip.
No, I'm not, because I know what it is.
Okay.
It's called the birthday party.
No.
Yep.
You're playing right now.
No, he is not.
Playing with me.
No, he is not. I will do the follow-up. I will do the follow-up statement.
No.
We're the birthday party because when I get elected, we're going to party like it's everybody's birthday.
You know what? We have been through too much as a nation to have somebody playing like that right now. I'm telling you, get up. He need a whooping. I'm tired. That's enough. We've been through enough. That's enough.
Yep.
Sit down.
Oh my God.
I would actually like some seriousness.
The birthday party?
I would really like some seriousness in this election.
Happened? Right. Look at what's happened.
And I'm not getting any.
No. The birthday party.
Yeah, like right here, as it states, he says that the 43-year-old rapper said in a Ramble interview Tuesday with Forbes that he contracted the coronavirus in February, no longer supports Donald Trump, and plans to run as a member of the birthday party.
Oh.
So there it is. It is official that Kanye West is.
But his name actually. But he can't actually. See, therein lies the big problem. The primaries are over.
Oops.
Right.
I mean, therein lies the problem. I mean, I don't know unless you get people to actually write his name in.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
But see, that's why people are questioning. Well, why are you doing this now? Why didn't you do this like a few months ago? All you had to do is do this like 3 or 4 months ago.
Well, let me ask you this question. To the both of you, knowing Kanye West, also understanding the power that entertainers have, which is the reason why we have Trump in office now. When you have someone that is just as big, if not bigger than Donald Trump, coming late to the party as late registration, people joked around about that because that's one of his albums called Late Registration. When you have a person that has that much influence over people, could he possibly do what Donald Trump has done and speak for the ones who felt like that they were overlooked? As far as there's a group of people out there who didn't vote, who won't vote because they don't believe in the system. But if you have somebody like a Kanye West who has their attention already, had their attention for years, come up on the scene, may start talking crazy, but a write-in is a write-in, a vote is a vote. Could those numbers outweigh or make up for the loss in the other states he's not registered in?
No, because he doesn't have any electoral college. So he will not win. What he will do is he will throw off the independent vote.
Okay. Now let me ask you this.
And so those votes will, if you don't have enough of the electoral college out there, you didn't stand a chance anyway. For the most part, that's why most of those third party politicians really don't win, because they just don't have enough electoral college out there. The birthday party doesn't have any electoral college in anywhere. So
right.
Even if his name was on there, it's not going to go anywhere. So like I've said, if it's like somebody saying, because I remember when I was younger, people used to say, oh, I didn't want to vote for them or them, so I just threw it away and I voted for whomever. And the thought back then too was, okay, well then you didn't vote. Well, because that person wasn't going to win anyway. So I don't know why you did that. So you should have actually waited out. You should have actually voted at least for somebody, one of the lesser evils. I understand if you hate them both. I do that a lot. But then you weigh it out, but you want your vote to count. And you want your vote to go somewhere where it's going to make a difference. And if you can look at two people and say, well, I actually agree with person A more than person B, so I'm going to put my vote to person A, they actually can stand to win because they have the electoral college. If I was going to throw it away to person C that doesn't have any, then my vote didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first of all, Kanye's credibility is a little shot. Let's just be real. As far as influence, I don't know that I would say he was an influencer more than I would say more so that he's a celebrity, saying that he's well known, people know his name, and he's been in the industry a while. But I don't think that he has the credibility to be able to pull this off where people would be like, yeah, I think that's a solid choice. Because there's some people that question his conversion, like, oh, is that just a stunt? He's done many things in the public eye that makes him look like, okay, yeah, Kanye is on something. And then he's had, these moments of what seems to be lack of self-control. So I just don't see him being a viable choice, no matter what the climate is. I don't think his influence is what he may think it is. I just think that he's well known. I don't think that he could sway a culture one way or the other, because there's a lot of people that take him as a joke.
Okay. So do you think that it's a possibility then that I'm just thinking on his behalf, is it a possibility that this could also just be testing to kind of see if 4 years from now that he would actually come back, and during whoever's going to be in office the next 4 years that he's, getting his weight up, so to speak, and could actually come back as a bigger force?
If he has good advisors, then his advisors would have told him to not do anything this time around, to not do it this way.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you're going to give a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths by doing it in this way.
Yeah.
If he has good advisors, they would have told him not to do it. They would have done the research and the marketing for him and would have figured it out. But you don't publicly throw your hat in the ring just to see how many wolves or people for you that you've got. That wouldn't be a good move.
Mm-mm.
Now, do you think that? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I agree with Chris. If you were serious about this, your approach would be different. But to call it the birthday party, you're just solidifying the assumptions that people are already possibly making about you. You know what I mean? It'd be different if he was approaching this office with respect for what it is, and then also respect for the people that have had to live under Trump. We're not looking for more foolery. We're not looking for more games and someone who is not fit for the office. So had he come with a different approach that seemed like he did his research, he was educated, he put things in place, then maybe he would have a chance at least, gaining attention. But to call it the birthday party, I think that's just making light of what's already just a tense, unstable climate that we're in anyway. So I would have more respect had he had more respect for the office. I wouldn't take it seriously at all.
Now, what about his influence, what he's doing with, he dropped the gospel album. He dropped 2 of them, one with his solo project and then one with the choir. He also dropped a single last week. And then to my understanding, he dropped, I guess, one yesterday. I mean, I think he called Trump out in the rap, talking about hiding in bunkers and stuff. We need a leader or something of that nature. With him doing all this, with him saying all this, it looks like he's not done with music. He's still going to be out there. Is it possible that by the time you have a new set of voters coming in, young voters, could he be possibly targeting them? They're not ready to vote yet. They can't vote because they're just too young. They're not 18. These people are 14 years old, 14, 15, 16. Is it possible that he can garner that generation of people?
With what, though? Because nothing you've said makes him presidential.
It would be like entertainment more so than anything.
Well, I mean, that's Trump.
Precisely. There are other musicians. Yep. And look where we're at.
But Trump got in, though. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I did not think that Trump was going to make it. Like, as soon as I saw that he put his name in the hat, and then the way he started behaving afterwards, scandal after scandal, this guy has proven to be completely untouchable, and he has a base out there that's hidden.
And we know why.
But the point is that he's still in control. And I didn't think, nobody thought, Democrats too, didn't think it. Even some of the Republicans did not believe this guy was going to make it. Except for Chris.
If you ask my wife, she was mad at me for months before the election because I publicly said at a party full of nothing but Democrats, I looked at them and I said, you guys do realize Hillary's going to lose. I didn't want Hillary to lose. I really don't like Donald Trump. But I saw the writing on the wall months before the election. And you guys know, right? He's going to win. They were much too flippant about them winning. Much too flippant. And boy, that bit him in the butt at the very end. But what I'm saying is that, Trump got elected, and look where that got us. I had another conversation last night with somebody about president. There are some presidents since I've been on this earth that I despise and I hate, but I would pay any amount, bless you, I would pay any amount of money to have them sitting in the White House right now instead of Donald Trump. And
Okay.
I mean, the presidents that I really, really didn't like, I was absolutely 100% and still am anti-Bill Clinton. Didn't like him at all. I consider that tolerating him for the 8 years. Still, if he was in the office right now, I know it would actually be, things would be better than what they are right now, because I still, even though I don't like his policies, I still know he's capable of implementing policy, and I still know he's capable of being a president. You know, I can hate him all I want to, but he was capable of doing it, and he did it. You know, you can hate a president all you want to, but if they did it, and they did it right, you can't blame him there. This guy, this clown, this Yahoo, you know what? We had such a dumbing down in this country of a whole bunch of people to the point where they elected that. And now we've got somebody in the music industry throwing their hat in. And I want to see something serious again. I want people to take their country seriously.
Exactly.
You know, I see everybody out on the streets protesting, and rightly they should be, and they're taking it seriously, and they need to broaden that. Take it all seriously. Take this whole thing seriously. Take it all seriously. We need somebody in there that actually knows how to be a president. I don't want somebody in there that knows how to run a reality show, and I don't want somebody in there that knows how to put an album together. I want a president.
That's right.
That's what I want.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of mess to clean up. We don't need anybody in there playing. You know what I mean?
No.
So I think. Well, Bernard, I think that somewhere in you there's a Kanye vote. I think that.
Oh, you believe that?
I think so. Just because I'm gonna say why I think that. Because you're
okay.
Because you're like kind of like devil's advocate right now, and you know you like to be a little mysterious. So I'm interested on your take and what you're thinking in that head of yours.
Okay, so the next topic is I'm just kidding.
It's okay. It's okay.
No. I'll tell you right now. I lean more towards Biden. Even after when Kanye West said what he said, I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I don't vote for people. I vote policies, strictly policies. Yes. I know how to separate that from the person, and it's kind of like if eating some food. Like the food is good, but if the utensil is nasty, it's like it's a dirty fork. It's like I can't take it.
Yep.
And it's like if you have nasty food and a dirty utensil, it's a definite no. But the search for the perfect clean utensil and a perfect meal is almost next to none. But the closest between the two that I can see that I can tolerate right now is Biden, and it's because I had Biden for 8 years. And though Creepy Joe, or as Trump want to call him, Sleepy Joe, had his moments, done some things that were questionable, I'm like, it still is like the basement compared to where Trump is at. Like Trump has within the first year has done so much BS stuff to where I was like, dude, your policies may work in some cases, but your utensil is sickening. I don't even want to eat your policies right now. Right. It's not fit for consumption. So right now, looking at Kanye West, I'm like, okay, Kanye West has had a questionable past, but right now he's not serving anything. There's nothing for me to eat. There's nothing for me to bite on right now. So it's like until I see some type of substance, I really can't make a call on Kanye.
Right. Because this is not homecoming king, like the popularity vote, like who? That's not what this is.
Exactly.
Like I said, I just don't feel like he has the proper respect for the office to sway a vote one way or the other. So I think we're done with Kanye.
All right, cool. So, if we can, go ahead and Chris, take it away.
Oh, is wearing mask a trigger? All right. So spoiler alert, it is. But here's what it is. So, and I wanted to talk about this tonight. And honestly, and I want to hear, because we've all experienced, we've all seen the videos of people taking it to another level, and we've all seen posts taking it to another level. But with Ohio now saying that all the counties that are in red on the map now have to, you have to wear the mask, which is kind of stupid because the police have said they're not going to enforce it. How can you have a law when nobody's enforcing it? I really don't know how that works. And then today, I don't know if anybody noticed, the only reason I did was I saw the beep on my phone. Governor Beshear next door in Kentucky just said the whole state, all of y'all wear a mask, the whole state. Mm-hmm. He's not fooling around with color, red, yellow. All of you, just wear a mask. Again, probably the cops are going to say, well, I'm not going to enforce it. So I don't even know why. But because now everybody's being required to wear a mask, I'm seeing more and more videos popping up of people in stores refusing to wear a mask. I see the posts on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, everybody saying, you can't make me wear a mask, blah, 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 blah. And it's such a petty little argument to be mad about. Wearing a mask is just really just being safe. You got to wear a seatbelt too. I don't see anybody saying, well, the government can't control me. Blah. Well, they do, because you're going to get a ticket if they find you not wearing a seatbelt. So yeah, they already have been, people. So what's the big deal? Well, I'll tell you what the big deal is. It's a trigger point. Because who are the people that are complaining the most about the mask? What is usually the next thing out of their mouth? We just talked about them a second ago. Next thing out of their mouth. Yeah, right? Next thing out of their mouth is Trump 2020. Yeah. And then right after that, the next thing out of their mouth is going to be some kind of racial slur. It goes from one to the other to the other. The mask.
I'm sorry.
And here's my thought behind it. The mask is a trigger. The mask, and I was saying this backstage earlier, I think it's easier for them to swallow the fact that they don't like wearing a mask. It's easier for them to swallow the fact that they could say that out loud instead of admitting to everybody that they're a hateful, racist person. I think it's easy for them to complain about the mask.
Because really, like you said, like you were saying when we were getting ready to come in, like it's a deeper issue, and I think that a lot of people of a certain persuasion feel like their rights are being stripped from them, and so it's like, you know what, I was real mad about this, but you just stepped on my new shoes. I'm going off, and the response doesn't, it doesn't fit what occurred. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you overreacted is what you're saying, and I get it. And then I watched one of the things that I keep hearing on these lives that people are doing when people are acting crazy, I'm literally hearing people say, well, I'm white. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Are there signs that says everyone but white people have to do A, B, and C? I don't know. But I think it's something to what you're saying. Like, people are triggered, they're pushed, they're upset, they feel like their rights, are being stripped. So it's like, that's it. I'm going off for nothing. You burnt the rice, I'm burning something down. You stepped on my shoe, that's it. You know what I mean? People are very triggered right now. I think on both sides, but the mask thing is like ridiculous. Like, put it on. That's for yourself.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm seeing people, like, I've been out in public and I wear my mask. Even before this was like a rule, a law. But even today, going out, I just saw people just not wearing masks, up at Walmart. I mean, but see, here's the thing. Even at these places, like where I went into Walmart, they had somebody at the door saying, like, you need to wear a mask. They were at least, saying, it's almost like these places are just covering themselves to say, I'm telling you that you need to wear a mask, but in case if you catch COVID, you can't come back and tell me, like, oh, I'm suing you because you didn't have mask here or you didn't. It's like, no. But they're not, at the same time, they're not enforcing it either. I mean, like, they're still letting them in. I've been to 3 different places, and all 3 of those places, none of them was enforcing the law, and people are still out there just regular, just not wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know what? This is where we are until this strand of COVID becomes weaker. But there's nothing that we can do. I mean, really, it's just wasting your breath. But at the same time, you're kind of putting it out there for those who are mature enough, us, to be able to say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and obey the law.
Yeah.
How about it's not? I mean, if you want to be a rebel without a cause, like take the law factor out of it. Protect yourself. This is something in place to protect you. But it's like when you're fighting for no reason, you're putting yourself at risk. Take the law factor out of it. Think about yourself. Think about your loved one and protect yourself.
But they don't think they can get it. They do not think. They don't think that they can get COVID.
There's a lot of people that are thinking like that. They don't care.
They're totally indestructible. No, you're not.
Mm-mm.
No, you're not. COVID knows no restrictions, people. It doesn't care who you are. What was it? I heard it on the news. I don't know his name, but I saw it come across my feed the other day. The president in Brazil,
yes,
has COVID. So it doesn't care who you are. You could be the president of Brazil, apparently,
or of the United States,
and it doesn't matter. Oh, please! You realize if he had COVID, he wouldn't. They would keep it so hush hush. We just wouldn't see the guy for a couple of weeks.
Lies. He'd be like, "We need a cure right now, right now. I'm not gonna die from this. We need a cure." And then it would be serious.
Oh yeah.
My God. It would be serious.
Yeah.
You know what I would do if he had it? I would give him the same advice that he gave people. I would tell him, if you inject bleach, I hear that's a viable way. Or if you like insert lighting devices in your stomach.
UV lights?
Yeah.
Down the throat?
Precisely.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh my
God. Reality is much funnier than anything I can.
That's right.
It's crazy.
That's an interesting thing too, that they were saying this strand of COVID in particular seems to be hitting younger kids more than older people. And I'm like, but see, the thing is, again, like this trigger point is so like all about the person and how they feel. It's not about anything really that is community based or for the good of the whole. It's people feel like they have to fight for rights that like really it's in place to protect you. So whatever, don't wear a mask. I'm gonna wear a mask. As for me in my house, we gonna have masks on.
Yeah, there was a video of a guy, and this is a great segue, I guess. There was a video of a guy at a Costco, and he was yelling at this woman. I think she was Eastern Indian, and he was yelling specifically at her. All that she said was she asked him if he could wear a mask. Now, this is Costco. I've been to a Costco. Man, they are stringent on that. I mean, you walk by the front guards and they like look at you, to make sure you've got your face covering on, and you go in. They're really good about it. Hats off to you, Costco. Okay, so this guy wasn't paying attention. He wasn't having anything of it. So in Florida, though, and I didn't think about this until I saw a bunch of Floridians making comments about it, because he all of a sudden he just looks at this woman. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's like, I feel threatened. Back off. Put the beep phone down. And he is like yelling at his daughter, teenage daughter, is in the back. Dad, stop. And he's going off on this lady. And I know why he's going off on her. Well, she's not white like he is. I mean, it was obvious. But here's the thing. You look closely at his shirt, and people were actually pointing it out, and I thought, no. So I kept pausing and looking. He was packing heat, which you can in Florida. And then two, before he did anything else, he yelled the words, I feel threatened.
Oh, you are so full of it.
No, I'm not. Which in Florida, Florida, if you say that,
stand your ground.
Yep, stand. That's exactly right. Stand your ground. And he was doing that to her, to a lady. Come on.
That's why I'm doing CCW training now. I feel threatened too. Yeah, we both feel threatened. The mess.
I'm going to say that every time I go out somewhere. I'm not going to yell it. I'm just going to say it nonchalantly. Sir, may I take your order? I feel threatened.
Right.
No, Chris, you have to say, I'm triggered first.
Yeah.
I'm triggered.
I'm triggered.
I'm triggered.
Yep.
And I feel threatened.
Yep.
I got the package.
Yep. Just like that.
Three easy payments.
That's so stupid.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
You don't feel threatened. You just don't like being told what to do. That's what it is.
That's right. But there was that trigger, wasn't it? The trigger was the mask. The mask shouldn't make you do that. It shouldn't make you act like that. It really shouldn't.
That's the hill they want to die on.
That's what it is. Don't wear the mask then. Don't. Go ahead.
You can die. I'm not going to. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you can get COVID all you want to.
Oh, Chris.
Bring it home to your family. No, because that's what they want to do. Because they believe they can't get it. Right?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Until it happens to them. And then that's when they want to have a big march and a big everything else to go along with it.
A big march. A big anti-mask march.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Well, I will be staying home during that one.
I told y'all. Y'all asked me about going to march.
No, I am not going. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm going to be miles away from that COVID fog.
So I know we're talking about this whole masking thing, but what about this guy right here? The guy who was going around. God. Double check your juice lids, people, for COVID-19. Please double check. Because there's a video that's going around that was shared by Shakina and to our little messenger group that we have. And it showed this guy. Two guys. One is a videographer and one is the actual culprit. Going around, popping the lids, popping the seals off of juices. And then taking a sip, screw it back on, and then putting it back on the shelf. Now, this is nothing new.
Did you want to show
the
that
ice cream
video?
liquor?
That's what I was going to say. Go to the tape. So the people can see.
Take it to the tape. Let's go to the tape.
Well, while we're doing that, I agree with you, Bernard. I know exactly where you were going. I thought of ice cream liquor too. I did. I thought that was last summer, wasn't it?
Nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty.
The ice cream liquor.
Well, nasty. Just because you don't have nothing to do. And the guy that's shooting the video was like spreading the COVID. What?
Right. Spreading the Rona.
Oh my God. Right.
Spreading the Rona. Like, spreading the Rona.
Y'all are using the same brain cell. That's what's happening. Y'all sharing the brain.
Right, sharing one brain cell.
Why would you
my God.
Why would you even have proof of that, number one? We ain't talking about why would you do it. Why would you have proof that you did it? They were high. That's what it was.
Same reason ice cream liquor did it. I mean, ice cream liquor wanted proof, or her boyfriend, or whoever that was that did it.
Oh my goodness.
That's
spreading the Rona.
Right. Oh my gosh. I was like, this can't be life. And then we try to throw a fit if you get charges pressed on you. One of the comments said, sir, I hope you know you're going to jail. I hope you know that is an offense.
You know what, though? That's a good point. I haven't actually looked up to actually see what did happen to that guy. Because you know darn well somebody
was like, that's my cousin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That would be embarrassing for somebody to have to say, oh.
That should be like.
That's my cousin Jimmy.
Like you should be treated like a terrorist. Like if you do that, you have COVID and you going and you drinking. Like, no.
That's no different from going to an airport.
Drink out of it. That's what you do.
Right.
Nasty.
I'm talking about, I'll be back.
Well, no, and while you're looking for that, but in the same vein, there were people that were like, this guy was caught licking the cart, the handle on the cart. He was caught licking it. He tested positive for COVID and licked the grocery cart handle. There was somebody else that licked like they were on the subway, licked the pole. Like, if I got COVID, everybody got COVID. I'm like, do you know what you're adding to your COVID? Do you realize your immune system is already compromised and you're licking public stuff? Yeah.
Everything.
Is licking the new thing now?
You know what? No, it's not. It's
yes,
not.
It is. Yes, it is.
People. Okay.
No.
It's the new thing now.
No, because you remember the other video of the woman who ran up to the glass window of the door and started licking it?
Oh my God. She was ramming that like she was a bull. I was like, she is on bath salts, yo. Something is crazy wrong with her.
They said she was drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give her that.
Nah, that wasn't just drunk.
Do you remember the night that when we were talking about drinking and I had mentioned there was one time I was so drunk and somebody said, well, how drunk were you? I was like, oh, armpit licking drunk. And you guys were like,
I do remember that.
And you guys were like, I've never heard of that. Well, she, ladies and gentlemen, was armpit licking drunk.
Yes, she was.
First of all, if that's just alcohol, I never want what she had.
Because window licking drunk.
You run head first into a glass door, and she built for it tough. She ain't almost passed out till like the fourth time. She ran into that door like 4 times. We went to the fourth time.
She's a Ford Ram, guys.
That's why I say it wasn't just alcohol. She had some drugs in her system. I'm telling you, she was on that stuff.
Yeah, she was. She was on some.
She was on.
I think somebody should have held it up like a red cape or something on the inside of the glass door while she ran up to it.
Nah, because if anybody was near her, I am positive. I'm confident in saying she would have bit somebody.
Here we go. Oh, it's the lid licker.
Look at him. Look at him.
Everybody, look at his face. All right. Look at his eyes. It's like he knows what he's doing. It's like he knows. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
You know what? You know what? I don't trust him anyway. He got on a coat and it's summertime. That's what I see. You got to pay attention to the whole picture. He crazy anyway. He's out there in a jacket and it's 90 degrees. It's a straight crackhead. That's what that is. Look at him.
What's it called? The drink sipper.
No.
Wow.
The drink sipper? No. I'm calling him the juice licker. Now we've got ice cream liquor, window liquor, juice liquor.
Look at his face. Look at his eyes. Pupils dilated. He on something. That's more than COVID.
Yeah, that just took me completely out. I just could not believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
But I believe
COVID.
So we should be catching him very, very, very soon.
We have to follow up on that.
Yeah, because he needs to go away for a long time.
If anybody knows if he was caught, leave a comment.
Yes. If you know who that is, please do us all a favor and just drop all the information down. If you got the phone number and the address, drop all that because the police we need all that.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
Blood type, everything.
No.
Everything.
Now just tell me where he is. Like I said, he's crazy. He got on a whole jacket and there's 90 something degrees. I'm not walking up on dude. He's crazy. We already got proof of this. I'm walking up on you. Just tell me where he is and I'll send him.
So if you see anybody out in public wearing a jacket and it's summertime, just automatically know there's something wrong with them. Or there's a possibility they can have a sickness and they can get cold easily and they just need a little bit of extra warmth. But for the most part, cross the street and go to a different aisle.
And you know they're about to lick something.
Yes.
You don't want to be around when they do.
And they got that look in their eye and they looking at you like,
what's the look?
And then,
they'll be like picking up, they'll be like in the restaurant picking up cups going, I didn't do it. Hey,
that's nasty.
Hey, can I use your phone?
Oh
yeah.
I don't let people use my phone now just because, a lot of people sit on the toilet with their phone. So if I need a phone, I'm just waiting because I don't know if you were in the bathroom with that. I'm just doing as a rule. I want to use your phone. Matter of fact, can you call the person for it? I'm not touching your phone.
And put it on speaker. I don't care about the conversation. I don't care how ratchet. You can call Pineapple.
Your phone.
Right, okay. Exactly. Be over here, 6 foot.
So years ago, and long time ago. Think way back when we used to get newspapers. And I used to really enjoy a newspaper unless somebody took it to the bathroom. If you took the newspaper to the bathroom, you ruined that newspaper.
Yes.
I don't want to touch it. I am not reading that paper now. You have soiled it. You have spoiled the paper. Yeah, that's right. I'll use that term. You have spoiled the paper.
Pun intended.
Or a magazine. It's
Right.
like, oh, hey, I got a new magazine in. Where'd that go? Oh, I was reading it in the bathroom. What?
It's over.
You were stinking up my magazine in the bathroom?
Yep, particles everywhere. Nope.
I'm done. Sickening.
Spreading your juice on my magazine.
Okay. So, should our schools reopen in the midst of COVID-19?
No. Short answer, no. That's stupid.
I concur.
That's stupid.
Well, number 45 doesn't. He's actually pushing the agenda to say something along the lines of he's withholding funds, government funds to schools and school districts that refuse to open up.
And guess who else is reflecting those words? That's right, Betsy DeVos, the lady who isn't qualified to be in charge of the education system, but who is anyway. She is also saying that she's ahead of the education, and she's making the same damn threat. We're going to be withholding federal monies to the schools if you don't reopen 100%.
Okay.
She need a whooping.
Well, he's not wrong.
Okay.
And the president does too.
Oh yeah. Just line them up. Line them up.
Yep.
And just,
with the coat on, drinking out the stuff.
Yes,
right
line them up.
Everybody.
Yes. Yep. Oh, and then a matter of fact, if you talk about lining people up and giving them swats, what about that family or group of people that was out there about to call themselves lynching that black guy?
Oh, I saw a piece of that. I saw just a little piece of that. I had to turn it off.
They need to get a whooping too.
No, they need to be put in a headlock.
I got that video from a friend of mine's daughter who is going to college in Bloomington, Indiana. And I got that from her. And I got it it was maybe 1 or 2 hours after the guy posted it. And she had sent it. And I posted it on my Facebook page with the tagline, "This happened around Bloomington, Indiana." I was speechless. I didn't know what to say, but I knew people needed to see this. Now, since they know who they are, no arrests have been made, nothing's been done that I'm aware of. Now, maybe they have, and I'm just not aware of it. But we've known their names for a while. In fact, on my Facebook page, I actually posted a picture that somebody had made with all their pictures on it, with the 3 main guys, posted their pictures, their names, where they work, blah, 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 yada, yada.
Wow.
All the stuff that you need. And then they also posted the state's attorney number, the Indiana state's attorney number, the DNR, Indiana DNR, Department of Natural Resources, because it happened on DNR property. So so the DNR number is on there too. And I don't know.
Okay. Leave them free. Leave them free. Go ahead. Like we said before, jail might be the safest place for some people. Stay on the streets if you want to.
That's true, because you're gonna come across the right one, like that one guy that was at the DMV, and he was acting up and had hit that woman, and them boys whooped him, and then they busted his face.
He's so stupid.
He needed that.
That's why I say leave it to vigilante justice if you want to.
And you know what? It never ceases to amaze me how surprised these assholes are when somebody stands up to them. Yes. And they're like, you can see the look in their face of, how dare you? How dare you stand up for yourself? And it's like, what do you expect? Holy crap, you're an idiot. It's like, what do you expect is going to happen? You know? It's just like, I have two nephews. Every time one would pick on the other one too much, I'd always look at him and go, well, you do realize you're going to get retribution here pretty soon. Sure shooting, by the end of the day, one of them got punched in the groin or punched in the face. I'm like, well, I told you.
Somebody I lumped up, yeah.
And then you know what, though? These people are just like kids, because when my nephews were kids, then there was always that look of shock of, well, how dare he?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about nothing.
Right.
Figure it out as you heal, okay?
Right.
You did this. It's called you reap what you sow. I mean,
exactly. And I love watching it. I love seeing it.
You are so
I do.
There is something satisfying when watching an asshole get a beat down. There's something satisfying.
Yes, I love it
all the time. I say all the time. I'm not a person that I don't believe in violence and all that type of stuff. But literally, like I've said before, you don't get to do whatever you want to do and then control the outcome. You don't get to punch somebody in the face and say, "Now don't you hit me back." No, no, you don't get to do that. It doesn't work. So when you like I tell my kids, when you make a decision, you're saying, I'm okay with whatever the outcome is. So you want to be out here swinging the N-word? You want to, act ignorant? You're okay with whatever happens next, knowing that you're not in control of that. I saw a video, this lady was like going off, and she felt like she could just fling the N-word around because she was like, I'm married to a black man. I got a black baby. She was like, but you ain't black. You ain't black. You can't say it. And she was like, oh, N-word, N-word, N-word. When I say they got around her car, that lady tried to pull off. She said, get out the car and say the N-word. She was like, I'm not doing it. Oh. It's all funny game.
I like the way you say that, though, Shekinah, that, if you're going to do that, then you're telling us that you're already okay with whatever outcome you get.
Never happened.
I like that. I like that.
Anything you do, any decision you make, you're saying,
you're right.
I'm okay with however this goes. And so we see the Karens. I know that they've seen videos where this goes sideways. They still want to go outside and be like, nope, today's my time. All right. You see people losing their jobs, which we were going to talk about. Is that next?
Exactly. That was so beautiful.
That on purpose.
Such a beautiful segue,
guys.
Yes.
I give her 10.
Talking. What'd you say?
I said I give you 10 for that segue. That was just so beautiful.
On purpose. It just happened that way. But no, so I think there was a clip that I sent you all it wasn't. It was a clip that I saw where this lady was, she giving it her all on the public street. I'm white. I live in this neighborhood. I can say what I want. I can do what I want, blah, blah, blah. I want to say it may have been within a week's time, job gone. It was another issue, week's time, job gone. And like you said, people are putting information up like, oh, this is who this is where they work, and this is where they live. And so you're saying swift justice, where it's like, oh, you want to be out here on that? We're going to show you better than we can tell you. And here's another perspective. It's not that the people that are in these positions of power or own these companies don't believe the same thing. They don't want the bad press. They don't want to be in that building that's burned down. So they know that they have to do something, because in the climate that we're in right now, people aren't like, oh, well, let's see justice, work this out. No, people are like, I am the justice.
Right.
So they're doing what they have to do strategically to protect themselves. People are getting knocked up off of jobs left and right.
They're not playing no games. No. Definitely not playing no games. And I think it's like the accountability effect of holding people's feet to the fire. It's like if you want to be out here acting the fool, we're not just going to come for you and your morality. We're going to come for your life, like your job.
Your life. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of COVID, though. This is the wrong time to lose your job.
Don't do it, folks. Like I always feel like and say, it's okay to think whatever you want to think, but don't act on those thoughts and don't say it out loud around me. You know what I'm saying? And we cool. We can sit, we can have lunch together, we can do whatever, have a good conversation, but don't act on what you think and don't say what you think. For real.
Because this is flipping table season.
There are Facebook groups, private Facebook groups out there, whose sole reason of existence is to expose racists and get them fired.
Wow.
I need to be part of that, because
that's all they do. That's all they do. I find them vicariously through, like, if I see a post, and here's how you find them. So you got to pay attention to when like somebody will post a screenshot of somebody who is just going off racism, you know, blah 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 blah, inward, and then read the comments underneath. Once in a while, you'll see somebody tag a Facebook group.
Okay.
Click on those groups and see what's going on in there. That's how you find them, and that's how those groups are finding the racists. Because a member won't make a comment. The comment will be a tag to that Facebook group.
Oh, wow.
And they will, I've been in a couple of groups where I've seen people do detective work. Like they will find their house, they will find their address, they will find out where they work, they will start texting their workplace, they will go to their workplace's website, they will go to their Facebook page.
They got a lot of time.
They will share screenshots of their employees saying these things.
Oh my gosh.
They will do everything they can to make sure that whoever that was that thought they could get away with it isn't going to get away with it. There is a movement. There is a movement out there, people. And they're getting people fired left and right.
But isn't that what we need right now? Because here's the thing. For so long, it's like, oh, well, the oppressed have been oppressed, and they felt like there was no voice or no advocate for them. Now it's like the tables are being turned to where it's like, no, we're not even about to level the playing field. We're about to just eradicate this altogether. We're tired of this. We're done.
Right.
I respect it. I don't have time like that to be, chasing people and finding out now. It sounds like this group is ran by a lot of women because I know that we have detective skills like no other. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to know
right.
2 years removed. We're going to know. You know what I'm saying? But
we're going to find out.
I don't have time like that, but
there was one that I was following where this guy, he deserved what he was getting. But this guy went on this racist rant. This gal found him on Facebook, dropped him a message and just questioned it. First thing out of the start gate was, I think you should get raped. Or something to that effect.
Wait a minute, who said that? He did?
Yeah, this guy. So she took a screenshot, sent it to this Facebook group. I saw it, and within seconds, there were hundreds of comments. They tracked him down to the point where he deleted his Facebook account. His wife still had one, but she was in private, and the only picture that was shown was a wedding picture. But in the wedding picture, the guy's family members were tagged. So guess who they found? And what he said was being shared with every single family member they could find, every friend of his they could find, his workplace. They tracked everybody he knew down with that statement, that with the threat of rape. And that's how bad some of these guys get. It's like again, what the heck is this trigger? It's like they go from mask to Trump 2020 to I hate everyone who's not white to I want this person to get raped. And it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Evil. Just how utterly disgusting and wicked can I be? Because that's all.
And they do. I'm sorry, but if you're like that, man, if I had a business, I wouldn't want you representing my business.
Oh no, you are at high risk.
Not.
High risk.
His wife a soldier though. She still got the wedding picture on there. There would be nothing but a white flag on my profile picture. Like I come in peace.
Yeah.
Still got she a rabbit. He found the right one. You're not about to say that to somebody in my field. And
this does happen. She doesn't know.
Come on.
That happens. Either they don't know. Either they don't know, or they turn a blind eye.
Now I'm saying with as much as they go through to make people aware of what he said, how is the wife the last to know?
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you tag your family members, now it ain't got to her, and she got the wedding picture up there. Mm-hmm. They need a SWAT.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. We need a whole whooping session. Yeah, whoop them. Just whoop them all. Whoop them all. Corporal punishment, I think, is something that America needs right now.
There you go.
certain cases. Don't hit me. I don't take that lightly.
Well, see, you don't deserve to get you don't deserve a reason to get
somebody
hit.
might say like, "Dang, Shakina be flip with her mouth swatter." Don't try it.
Well, the police do it all the time. So, anyways.
Oh.
Yes, they do.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
And you like it, don't you?
Nicely done. Yep. Nicely done. Yeah.
Oh
my gosh. Well, golly, guys, it's time.
Wow.
Man.
We hit a whole hour.
We did fill up an hour.
Yeah, we hit every point.
I'm proud of us.
Sure did. I know one we should come back to a little later on. Maybe next week is should our schools reopen in the midst of COVID-19? Oh. Maybe kind of touch back up. I know the short short answer to that, but was like it was no. But
I think that options that are out there if you don't.
Yes, there are options, right?
Yeah, and that's I would like for us to bring that up because I know that because we text, we chat with each other, and I've seen both of you talk about. And I don't know if you were serious about it or not, but you mentioned homeschooling.
Oh, I'm very serious.
And I don't know if I don't know if a lot of people out there know that that's an option. So I do think we should bring that up, and I think you guys should talk about that and talk about the steps maybe you have to go through to do it, because I've never done it either. So absolutely. I think maybe you guys should, you can bring that up too.
Yeah, I think so too. So we'll definitely talk about that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, did you want us to talk about that now, or you want to wait till next week?
I got a few minutes.
Well, you can talk about it now if you want to.
Yeah, I got a few minutes. So.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Shakina, go ahead. You've done some research about some options for homeschooling versus sending your child to a petri dish.
Yes, that part. So my thing, when they sent the kids home anyway, just, when we did the lockdown, it proved that they have the capacity to do it. So you can't now say we have to open the schools and they have to come. You have a leg to stand on. You have rights. Be an advocate for your children. For me, I made the decision early on. I had started having conversations about that with my children, that they would not be returning to the physical school building just because there's nothing in place to properly protect them. I don't care how much they're going to clean at night and all that stuff. That's just not sufficient. Here's why. When these children come to school, even if it's on a certain schedule, they still go home to their families who still go out amongst wherever they go. And so you're sending them and their connections back to school. It's just not safe. So I homeschooled my older 3 years ago. They have K-12. They have Ohio Connections Academy where you can go sign in. It's free. There's no tuition. They provide laptops. They do all of that. And they set you up from home so that you can homeschool your children. It's very interactive. They have a whole curriculum. It's set up just like school, just everything is virtual. Well, today I went on my kids' school website, and they had a survey out, and they were asking who wants to come to school full time or who wants to do remote learning full year. And so I'm finding out that they're doing this more and more throughout the districts here. So, I selected full year round or a full year of remote learning. And so too, they are providing laptops and things like that in a curriculum, much like they had to do with the lockdown, so that your kids are not forced to go back to school. So it's an option. It's something definitely that I was not praying about. I've had some experience with it, like I said, but then also I don't want anybody to be put off or feel intimidated, like I'm not a teacher, this, that, and the third. They have, from my experience with K-12 and from the research that I did with Ohio Connections Academy, they have teachers, they have curriculum, they have orientation, they have all kinds of things in place to walk parents through so that they know how to do this, implement this as they go forward, opposed to sending your kids back to public school, which we said, AKA, is a petri dish.
Yeah, I agree.
That's awesome information.
That is. That's a lot. It's a lot, and I think that, and I commend you for taking the time, to do the research.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that it's important, instead of how we, I ain't gonna say we, but I'm just saying we as a people, as a whole, have in the past just said, okay, well, this is just the norm. I just register my kid and just send them off to school. Now it's something that you really got to sit down and think about. For myself, I've been thinking from this perspective, seeing that my daughter goes to private school and the tuition that I pay meets the requirement based off of what she's getting from going to a physical building. So my question has been, are we going to see lower tuition? Because she's not going to a school. She's not going to a building. So should it be cheaper? I feel like I shouldn't be paying the same amount. But at the same time, I feel that for what she's getting, as far as online schooling, it's being ran by the school. The teachers are still functioning, and they're still saying, like, okay, we're going to use, for example, like Seesaw. I highly recommend looking into that in case if you're like, okay, well, what is Seesaw about? It is a beautiful platform that allows teachers to be able to send assignments, video. They can do they get turn their work in. They can get chats. They can mark. It's a whole lot that's to it, but it's simple. It's easy, and I think that school districts should start moving towards more online. Like I almost feel like COVID was a little ways secretively like a push for us to go into the future, like a different way of looking at the world, a different way of communicating with one another. It has left definitely a mark. Period. I mean, like we will never forget this as long as we live. It's like 2020 was that year, guys. That XYZ happened,
Yep.
I'm telling you. But then too, I just want to urge parents, like I said, I had joked, like, I'm not a teacher. I wouldn't go to school for this, and I didn't. But this is what I'm saying. And instead of me looking at it like it's an inconvenience, look at it like what it is. All of a sudden, everybody was a teacher because everybody had to homeschool their kids on the fly. You made it through that. You can do this. You just have to be intentional and look at the benefits, the pros versus the cons. Is it going to be an adjustment? Absolutely. Is it going to require more of you as a parent? Absolutely. But you are your child's first line of defense. I know me as a parent, I'm going to do whatever I can to protect my children. So if this means I have to carve out more time or I have to apply myself to learning ways to teach my children and help them learn because this is what's going to be best for them overall, then that's what I'm going to do because that's my job as a parent. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean? But if you know that it's an option and they have things in place to assist you, absolutely pursue that because at the end of the day, it's convenience or COVID. And that's just it.
That's your slogan?
Yep.
Convenience?
I'm put it on
COVID.
Something. Yep.
Convenience for COVID.
I love it.
Yep.
Absolutely love it. So, if that's it, can we end, I guess, on a positive note? Like, what do you guys plan on doing for this upcoming weekend? Anything special? Any plans?
So tomorrow, my boy and I are doing an annual thing we do every year. It's called the Bake Off. Neither one of us, what you refer to as excellent bakers. And so every year, Sue challenges us with a thing and a theme, kind of like the cake wars and stuff like that. Like one year,
you guys are so fun.
One year it was like a cookie, but it was like the weirdest. It was like some kind of double chocolate, double fudge chocolate chip snickerdoodle cookie. It's like you make a batch of them and you eat one and you're like, well, I'm kind of done now, because they're so thick. One year it was lava cakes. Last year we did a 5-layer cake, which looked like crap, but it was delicious.
Oh wow!
So tomorrow we've been tasked with a new challenge and a new theme, and the challenge is a cheesecake.
Oh,
it seems simple. I've never made one, so I don't know. And so then we looked at Sue and we said, okay, so we need a theme. Because cheesecake, I don't know, we might be able to do that one pretty easy. So give us a challenging theme. And she thought about it and she said, all right, here's my theme, COVID-19.
Oh, come on. I don't want none of that cheesecake.
So.
Wow.
So, I think I know how we're going to do it. And I'm not going to say it right now.
Take a picture so you can show us.
Just in case. I will. You know what? I will.
Yes.
Actually, I will take a picture of it. Yeah, I will take a picture of it. So, so tomorrow morning we are going to run to the store, get our supplies, and come back, and we are going to attempt to make a COVID cheesecake.
Oh my gosh! I don't even know what that like. What are you going to put on it? A mask? What are you
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh
I'm not going to tell you. What I am going to say is, if we do it right, that's the big statement of the day tomorrow. If we do it right, you will know exactly what it is.
Oh my God!
There will be no mistaking what it is that we just made this look like. There will be no mistaking if we do it right.
Wow.
We'll see if we do.
I don't know how I'm gonna follow that up, but this weekend I'm not baking anything.
Oh, okay.
But no, I think it's just more of the same. I'm just gonna kick back, relax a little bit, and because like I work so much every day, and I love it. But I'm like, I look up and I'm like, I've been at my desk for X amount of hours, so I think I'm just gonna kick back. Me and the kids downloaded some games.
Oh, nice.
I might get on TikTok again. My kids got me on TikTok and we did a little stuff. I might do that again. I don't know. I'm just gonna chill this weekend.
Sounds nice.
That's pretty cool.
Bernard.
For myself, on Saturday and Sunday, I will be filming, working on a short film that's called Internal Affairs, and more information will come out about that. But I'm not filming. I'm directing, actually.
Oh,
yeah. So
nice.
I'm looking forward to this. It's a 15-pager, roughly about 12 to 15 pages, and it's going to be part of an anthology that we're trying to piece together within B3C. So cool. It's going to be interesting with with the whole laws of wearing masks and stuff like that. But I think we can handle it.
You can do it.
And fingers crossed, hoping that the experience will be the bomb.
Yeah, man.
We'll break a leg. I know you're going to do well.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
I would say if you need an extra, let me know. But I'm in the house. I'm okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I got you when everything clears up.
Oh gosh, I'll holler at you in 2 years then.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
2 years? 2 years of this?
I don't know. I'm hoping that's not 2 years. My prediction out the gate, I said I'm giving till December that we actually have a vaccine. But even then, after the vaccine is released, you still got to give that window where people just got to take it and then croak a little bit, and then it's okay.
You and I are close. You and I are close because I gave it January/February.
Okay.
Yes, I gave it enough because they're not sticking nothing in me for something they don't understand. So no thanks.
All right, guys. Well, I think that was a pretty good. That
was a pretty good show.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I come back next week with you guys.
I would too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what? I'd watch it.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on my calendar. I will be back here with you guys next week.
I should put that.
Oh my gosh!
I should put that in my phone, like an alarm, just so I know that the show's coming up.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm right here by my calendar right now. Let me get something on you. Yeah, I'll be here, guys. I'm here for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
That'll be great. You know what? We should all three of us watch the show together, like a watch party.
Oh God. Chris, you don't watch these shows, remember?
I don't. I never watch myself.
You should watch yourself.
I don't.
I watch them.
I do sometimes. There have been a couple of times where after the show, I'm like, I'm gonna watch it, and then I watch it. But for the most part, I don't know. I never watch me.
Because you're like, I was already there.
Yeah. Well, I remember being there. Yeah.
Love you guys.